All right, so here's why we're really talking about this. So many people have told us, I need a menu. If you just tell me what to eat, I'll eat it, and then that'll make my life easy. And here's what I learned early on in the fitness industry. I learned that if you tell people what to eat based on what you eat, they're still not going to like what you eat. So, what's even better is to empower people with opportunities, empower people with suggestions, and then that way they can create their own menu. So, that's what this PowerPoint's all about. First, let's go back to the foundation of this diet, which is a ketogenic diet. It looks different than the normal pyramid because you got proteins at the bottom, and then it goes into things like eggs and cheese and nuts and fibrous veggies, and then healthy fats. And then at the top, in very small, moderate amounts, is fibrous fruits. All right, that's your occasional treat. The original dessert, before we had so many processed desserts to choose from, the original dessert was just to be able to taste something sweet at a seasonal time of year. So that's our food pyramid. Let's move forward. Here's some breakfast suggestions. So often people think of breakfast as like a carby thing. You know, you got to have a bagel for breakfast or pancakes or French toast or cereal. So many things that actually give you more than the amount of carbohydrates that you should have in a whole day. So here's some breakfast suggestions. Proteins, eggs, bacon, sausage. Yogurt, if you're going to flavor your yogurt, do it yourself, because when you buy flavored yogurt, you're also buying an extra 30 grams of sugar, so you don't want to do that. Things like almonds and a cheesesteak, waking up and just having a protein shake or a Quest bar, or better yet, maybe even a meal replacement shake like Shakeology. You could do that as well. But that's a great way to start your day, and start your day in a low carb kind of way. So over here on the right, you can write down a combination of things that you think will work for you, and maybe even label it day 1, day 2, day 3. Here's what I'm going to do. Same thing for lunch. So often we see things nowadays where you can go in and you can order a burger, and instead of having the burger wrapped in a bun, you can have it lettuce wrapped. Or another form of lettuce wrap you can find at Jimmy John's, where instead of them putting things on a sub, they'll put it on lettuce leaves. So lettuce wrap is one of our lunch suggestions. Of course, salad, stuffed zucchinis, keep it fun. You can stuff a zucchini with your favorite Italian ingredients like meatballs, cheese. Cucumber boats, very similar to a zucchini type boat, but instead you fill up the cucumber with things like tuna salad, chicken salad. Stuffed peppers, you can do that much the same way. And quite often when you think about a stuffed pepper, you might be thinking rice, but there is cauliflowered rice out there that will give you the same texture, but not all the carbs. And about just one serving of rice, there's already 40 carbs, so we want to avoid that. Chicken breast, tuna salad, egg salad, these are all great opportunities. And when you think tuna salad and egg salad, I know you're thinking of mayo. And if you're of the old school thinking, you're like, but what about all that fat? The fat's okay. It's just the carbs that we're trying to avoid. And in mayo, there's only about 1 carb. Dinner suggestions, keep it fun. Don't feel like you're on this very restrictive diet where you can't have any fun. It's just like the chicken and lettuce diet or the rabbit food diet. You can have pizzas like portobello mushroom pizzas, a crustless pizza, pizza crust made from squash. There's so many things you can do. Steak, chicken speedies, Italian sausages, chicken breast, buffalo chicken meatballs. The list goes on and on and on. One of my favorites that's not even on here is actually the buffalo chicken cauliflower casserole. It's kind of like a buffalo wing dip, but it has cauliflower and chicken in there, so there's like more sustenance. So many great keto recipes out there to keep your diet low carb, yet interesting, and with enough variety to keep it so that you don't have to worry about burning out and falling off. Then there's snack suggestions. So often people are like, oh, I'm going to have a snack, but I'm going to have a piece of fruit, or I'm going to have a granola bar. And these are all high carb items. Remember, fruit is fructose, and fructose is sugar. So when we're trying to keep our sugars low, a piece of fruit is not a good snack. So you want things like beef jerky, cheese sticks. You can even go with pork rinds. Greek yogurt. Remember, that's the plain yogurt. You have to add the flavoring yourself. Celery and PB, cottage cheese, hard-boiled eggs, protein bars, and make sure it's a protein bar like Quest or Atkins and not one of those high carbohydrate protein bars. Protein shakes, pepperonis, turkey pepperonis, the list goes on, but we want you to have 5 small meals a day, and what that really means is like 3 meals and a couple of snacks, spaced out every few hours. So the challenge is to create your own 7-day menu. Recipes can be found in our JF Coaching recipe book, which we put out 1 new recipe per week to you. And if you're ever looking for certain recipes, just talk to a coach. But here's how it might look for you when you write it out. It might look like on Monday for breakfast, you're going to have grain-free pumpkin pancakes. Tuesday, it would be a crustless quiche. Wednesday, an almond regatta cream. Thursday, a crustless quiche. Friday, scrambled eggs with veggies and cheese and a slice of bacon. Maybe Saturday morning you don't feel like making breakfast, so you just have a Quest bar. And on Sunday, it's a veggie frittata with a turkey burger. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. I love omelets. I can eat an omelet every day because every day I can make it a different way. There's so many ways to make an omelet, so if you love eggs, eat the eggs because eggs can boost your fat metabolism by 60%. So eat the eggs. Then for lunch, of course, it could look like this, a salad with yogurt avocado dressing that gets in the healthy fats and more protein. You could have another great strategy is to make things that you can eat for a few days. That's meal prep. So this says leftover crustless tomato pie from Monday dinner. You could do leftover chicken from Tuesday dinner with salad. It's nice to think about meals like a casserole or something that you can do, and maybe one of the new Instapots that will last you for a few days, because then you won't have to worry about not having anything to eat and choosing something like a fast food item that blows your diet. So Thursday, lettuce wrap. Friday, leftover loaded cauliflower casserole. Saturday, leftovers from Friday. It's the weekend, right? You want to make sure you already have a plan for the weekend. And then Sunday is like your creamy chicken salad. There's some dinner suggestions. You got that crustless tomato pie, the broiled chicken, chicken marsala. Yes, you can have marsala. It's a wine sauce. Loaded cauliflower casserole, creamy avocado pasta, grilled steak, lasagna stuffed peppers. The list goes on. There's your snacks, how it might look. So here's the challenge. The only thing better than writing it down after you eat it is writing it down before you eat it and sticking to the plan. Knowing your numbers is also very important. Meat can be anywhere from 100 to 400 calories. So when you start to learn your numbers, it's like you start to learn the magic formula that you need to achieve for weight loss. Quite often what we found is that people need to stay below 50 carbs a day. And with that, some men need to be around 1,600 calories. Some women need to be around 1,000 calories. It all depends on you. And as you go, that's why tracking is so important. That's why looking at how we reviewed your food journal is so important. That's why giving us accurate measurements in your food journal is so important. If you just say I had steak, we don't know what that means. But if you say I had 4 ounces of steak, we can do a good job approximating how many calories that might have been for you. So when you're looking at vegetables, average serving is about 30 calories and 3 carbs. Remember to read your labels, including the serving size. Sometimes we mistakenly believe that something that we're purchasing is one serving when it's multiple servings. So here's your guidelines. Know the calorie limit that works for you. Stay below 50 carbs a day. Make a plan for success. Shop for the plan and stick to the plan. Like I said, use the mantra. If it's not on my menu, I'm not going to eat it. Yet, allow yourself the 10% planned for unplanned foods so that you know that you're not a failure if you have a small deviation. That's just life. Life is about getting off track and getting back on track. Life is what happens when we're making other plans. That's what John Lennon